Hey y'all, what's up? We are live. Am I gonna light my, no, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up this tripod right here for YouTube. I'm sorry, for y'all are YouTube. I'm gonna set up this tripod for Instagram just while we are getting ready. Now, although I do dual live stream a lot from Instagram and YouTube, the replays only go on YouTube. So if you're watching me here, keep watching me here. Don't run anywhere else. Don't be letting the replay nowhere else because it will not be nowhere else. Okay? It will not be anywhere else. Uh-oh. I just want to make sure I got this. Number one, I got this on. But number two, that I have on my mic as well. Can y'all hear me? Drop me a thumbs up in the chat or some type of an emoji, some confirmation that you can clearly hear me, because sometimes my devices like to do their own thing, which is why I'm putting on a mic right now, because my devices like to do their own thing. And if you are joining us, today we're talking about high ticket sales. So drop that in the chat. Do you have a high ticket offer? Do you have a high ticket offer, yes or no? Because I'm going to give y'all some really good information today that is going to help you. I got to make sure I charge this before this weekend. I'm going to another conference this weekend. It's conference season. It's conference season in Atlanta, but I actually think it's conference season everywhere. Because it's like every weekend something is happening. Every single weekend. Got stuff on this one. Okay. All right, so drop that in the chat. Okay, we got a thumbs up. You can hear me. That's amazing. Do you already have a high ticket offer? Let me know if you have a high ticket offer already in the chat. And is that high ticket offer, is it a coaching program? Is it, lots of things, but is it a coaching program? Is it a self-study course? Is it a live course? Is it a service that you have that's high ticket? Let me know in the chat. Do you have a high ticket offer? If you don't have a high ticket offer, just drop not yet. Not no, drop not yet. Because after this, you're gonna want to have a high ticket offer. You're gonna want to have one. All right, boom. I dropped it in there. All right, so before I get into these 4 things you can do to sell more of your high ticket offer, let's talk a little bit about high ticket offers and why you need them. So my name is Kelly Marie. Welcome to this live stream. I am a 2 things. I am a mindset coach. I'm also the owner of a systems agency. So I help women of color package their brilliance into high ticket offers. That could be online course, membership, coaching program, and sales. Those are our 4 areas of focus on the agency side of my business, okay? The reason why you need a high ticket offer is twofold. It's not just so that you can make more money. Of course, it's easier to make more money with a high ticket offer. It's a lot easier to get to $8,000 months, which is $100K a year. It's a lot easier to get to $8,000 months if you're selling something that's $1,500 or $2,500 or $3,500 versus selling a $20 ebook trying to make $8,000 a month, or a $40 master or $50 masterclass trying to make $8,000 a month. Okay, and here is the reason why. Because when you do the math, and I'm going to bring out my calculator, of course. When you do the math, $8,000. I'm just going to do $8,000, but actually $100K a year is $8,300. Okay. So when you do the math on $8,000, if you're selling a $99 masterclass that's the conversions that you need. You need 80 people to purchase, okay? The problem, although 80 sounds like not that big of a number, the issue comes in when you look at the amount of people that are actually seeing your content on social media, which is where most of you guys are getting your clientele from. If you're looking at the amount of followers and this audience size you would need to have on social media to get 80 conversions, that number starts to become very large. So let's reverse engineer right quick so you get a better understanding of this. Only 3% of the people that see your offer the first time they see it are going to make a purchase, okay? Only 3%. So you're already knocking out 97% possibility here, 3% the first time they see it. The reason why I take the data from the first time someone sees it is because the likelihood that someone's going to see your same post multiple times on social media is basically zero, okay? Only between 1 and 3% of the audience is actually seeing your post. So if you have 1,000 followers, only 10 people are actually seeing your post. Then out of those 10 people who see your post, if you advertising your paid offer, only 3% of them are going to make a purchase. You're down to 3 possible purchasers at this point. And that's if your sales copy is really good, if your audience is narrowed down in niche, and all 10 of those people are your ideal client, all 10 of those people are in need of what you offer right now, and they feel a sense of urgency in order to go buy. So if you've got 1,000 followers, you really only have 3 possible purchases that could happen at any point in time if you're posting consistently. Now, if you're selling a $100 class, we just did the math, and you're trying to make 6 figures a year, you need 80 people. You need 80 people. You only got 3 right now with that. So per 1,000 followers, you only have around 3 realistic buyers per 1,000. This is real. I'm not like making these numbers up out of thin air. I look at the data every single day because I run an agency and I give a lot of strategy and I do a lot of consulting. I have to know the numbers. I'm not giving out my personal opinion on social media. Like, we're going to do it. You give my opinion too, but we're going to go with the data primarily because numbers don't lie. My opinion may or may not work for you, right? So if per $1,000 you have 3 purchasers, and you need 80, what's 80 divided by 3? 26. You would need at least 26,000 followers in order to sell a masterclass, $100 masterclass 8 times in order to make 6 figures. That sounds about right, right? People who have around 26,000 followers are a lot more likely to make 6 figures with a $100 masterclass. The only way that it works without you stressing yourself out, 6 figures with a $100 product or a $50 product, is if you do what we call a volume play, which basically means I'm going to make the price lower to increase the volume of sales, and that's going to give me a cash injection. But if you've got less than 26,000 followers and you're watching this right now, which most of the world has less than 26,000 followers, then you need a high ticket offer. So 1, you do not want to be struggling to hit the 6-figure mark, okay? 2, the second reason why you need a high ticket offer is because people are looking for full solutions. If you offer a $99 masterclass, is someone going to buy it? Always. Someone's always going to buy it. If you do a bundle of videos, like I'm working on a bundle of videos right now to sell for a low ticket cost for people that just don't have, they may not have the money to invest, or maybe you're new and you're starting out and you just need somewhere to start, right? So I'm working on a bundle of videos. There are always going to be people who purchase those things, right? Because when you're starting, you purchase the smallest thing because that's all you have. It totally makes sense, not downing it at all. And you should start lean. But go to one class, and at the end of that class, you say, this is the full solution. It has these 10 classes, or it has 12 weeks of this, or 6-month mentorship, or a year-long mastermind, and we're going to give you all the goods in this one straightforward program or one straightforward service. That's what people want, okay? They don't want to be sold over and over again. So when you have a high ticket offer, it gives you the opportunity to put together more than just one solution. You're able to give a full solution and talk about the problem from different angles and get really detailed and build relationships, because you're going to give better consultative advice. I try not to use the word advice because it's really not advice. You're going to be able to give someone a better strategy if you know them more. So the strategy I give you, right? If you book a one-on-one call and I give you a strategy, that's based off of what I know about you that I've learned in the last 60 minutes. If you're my client and you sign on for 12 weeks, I may give you a completely different strategy because now I know a lot more about who you are. I know where your mindset is. I know what you've already tried in your business. I've learned a lot about you over the last 8, 10, 12 weeks that I would not have known in just a 60-minute consultation. Does it mean that the strategy I give you in a 60-minute call is going to be any less than the strategy you get in a 12-week? No, but it's just going to be a different strategy because I know you better. So it's more likely to work. Both of them are going to work, but one of them is probably going to work a little bit sooner because I know you better. So when you have a high ticket offer, you're able to give a full-on solution in that way. And that's what people are looking for. So it's not just about you getting you to the 6-figure mark easier, getting you to the $8,000 mark easier. I'm not going to say 6 figures. I'm going to say getting you to the $8,000 mark, because that's the first hump, is getting you to $8,000. You need to know what it feels like to have an $8,000 month. You need to know what it feels like to have a $10,000 month. Then once you know what that feels like, and once you know what you did to get to that $8,000 or that $10,000 a month, then you can say, okay, I had an $8,000 month. Now let's look at what worked and what didn't, and let's see if we can repeat that, or what pieces of this process can we take to get this same result again and again and again. So you don't say, hey, I want to make 6 figures a year, because it's going to be very hard. Mentally, it's going to be difficult. You say, I'm going to have an $8,000 month. Let's do everything I possibly can. No holds barred, no parameters. Don't think too deep into the strategy. Just throw all the spaghetti at the wall and do everything you can to try to have an $8,000 month. Then you start pulling stuff away and picking and pulling and reassessing and all that other kind of stuff. And then you say, okay, let's shoot for a $25,000 quarter, which is consistent $8,000 to $9,000 months for 3 months in a row. Let's shoot for a $25,000 quarter. Then you say, let's go for a $50,000 6-month span. Then let's go for a 6-figure year. You're going to get there a lot quicker. Okay? Because it's a lot harder to look at what happened over an entire year and determine what works and what doesn't, versus what happened over a 30-day span of time and determine what works and what doesn't. Y'all see that? So let's talk about these high ticket offer sales strategies. By the way, if you're watching this, do me a favor, drop it in the chat. If you have a high ticket offer, just drop the word yes. If you have a high ticket offer right now, drop a yes. Let's do this. If you have a high ticket offer right now and it is available for sale, meaning someone can click the link in your bio, go submit an application or enroll, or they can send you a DM and the program is like ready to go, mapped out, drop me a 1 in the chat if you ready, you got one, and people are like enrolling in it. It's live, it's active. If you have a high ticket offer put together, but it's not launched yet, meaning you're not ready for enrollment, but you did think the whole thing out, you mapped it out, drop me a 2 in the chat. Come on now, represent. Don't be scared. You can't be selling a high ticket offer and be scared. How are you gonna be scared selling something that costs $1,000? You can't be scared. You gotta be bold. You gotta be bold too. Number two is you put it together, you haven't launched it yet. Number one is you have one that's already launched. You have one that's already launched. Drop me a 3 in the chat if you do not have a high ticket offer at all, but you know that you desperately need one. Drop me a 3 in the chat if you know you desperately need one. By the way, this replay is only going to be available on YouTube. Just let y'all know. So y'all can go watch the replay on YouTube when we get done. Okay? All right, cool. I know where we're at. Participate. Participate for me, y'all. Participate. Don't be scared. Participate. Okay? So here are 4 things you can do if you want to sell more of your high ticket offer. Number 1, make it available for purchase. That's not even on my list, but I'm just going to say that since I saw y'all drop that. You have to decide, today is the day I'm going to enroll somebody in my high ticket offer. Straight up, flat out, today is the day. Number 1, identify where your previous clients came from. So if you've had previous clients, which if you have a high ticket offer, you should have had previous clients before, paying clients. If you have not had any previous paying clients, then you need to go get a paying client. It doesn't matter if the price is high ticket or not. You have to first work on making a sale. Making a sale comes before having a high ticket offer. Some people will try to teach you that like all together, like create a high ticket offer and then sell it. Like I don't do that because of the mindset piece. Go sell something first, then create a high ticket offer. Like go sell something for like $300, $400, $500. Sell something for $100. You know why? It helps you build your confidence. You're going to feel a lot more confident if you go sell a $100 class or a $100 call or a $150 call. Then you put together a high ticket offer versus if you just go straight into putting together a high ticket offer, you're not going to feel as confident. And there's literally nothing I could say to make you feel more confident other than you haven't made sales before. So if you have not made any sales before, this is probably not going to work for you, but it's okay because your entire focus should be on getting a sale, period. Okay? Referrals count. If people refer people to you, that counts. Referrals are like the best because when somebody refers someone to you, they like, first of all, they know exactly what to expect. Most of the time, those people come, they're paying full. They don't be doing too much. I like referrals. So the first thing you want to do is identify where your previous clients came from. So you want to look at where these people come from, like what content sparked their interest. If you record your Zoom meetings that you've had, or if you had Zoom meetings with these people and you recorded them, you can go back and look at the transcript of the conversation, and more than likely, they're going to mention what made them want to work with you. So you're trying to figure out, based off of people who have successfully made a purchase from you and we had a great experience, what was that person like? Because that's who you should be modeling your ideal clients based off of. You should be modeling your ideal client based off of someone who made a purchase from you. When you first start your business, you kind of just decide like who your ideal client is going to be. Like, oh, my ideal client is going to be this person or this person. And you do this whole description and you get into this thing where you're like going through Facebook groups and trying to figure out who they are and what they like and all that kind of stuff. Once you actually start making sales, and not a lot of sales, just when you make a sale, whoever you created that whatever product or program or coaching program you made that ideal client for. Once you sell that item, once you sell that paid offer, you now have a new ideal client. Your ideal client is the person who actually made the purchase. Y'all hear that? Your ideal client is the person who actually made the purchase. Now, I'm giving you my methodology from a sales perspective. If I started my business and I said, I'm going to sell this program called Systems and Sales Academy, which I do. I'm going to sell this program called Systems and Sales Academy. It is for women in business who know they want to charge more, but they need help with the mindset and they need help with the strategy to move into charging more. I'm gonna sell this to that person. She's in her 30s and 40s, and she's got one kid, and she's super busy, yada yada. But if somebody comes along and they're 50 years old, they buy the program, they have 3 kids, but they're an empty nester, and they make $12,000 or $15,000 off of the strategy I gave them inside that program, that's now my new ideal client. Throw everything away that I said about 30s and the 2 kids. No, this is my new ideal client because this person came, they paid for my program, they came in, they did the work, they got the results. I'm now going to model my ideal client based off of this real person who actually came, made a purchase, and got results. Now that story didn't actually happen, but I had to give you guys a story, right? I've had other people who are actually my ideal client get those results. But you need to go look at who those people are because you probably need to shift your messaging. If I wasn't a salesperson at heart, I probably would just be like, no, just keep marketing to your ideal client. It'll be okay. Your ideal client will come eventually. They'll buy eventually. No. The quickest, shortest route to more money in your bank account is leaning into what's actually happening in your business and leaning into the data. If you're saying your ideal client is in their 20s and yours, look at your Instagram analytics and it's saying that most of your audience is 34 to 45, then guess what? Your ideal client is 34 to 45 because there's something about your messaging that is attracting 34 to 45. And instead of trying to figure out what it is, just go with it. Like, why are you going against the grain? If your goal is to get to $8,000 months, do what you got to do to get to $8,000 months. Now, if this was a passion project, then sure, do whatever you want. It's not a passion project. It's passion, but it's also making money because if we don't make money, we can't stay open. We can't stay open if we don't make money. Stop telling people, well, I don't really care about the money. It's not really about the money for me. That's a scapegoat. You cannot stay open. Your business will not survive if it does not make money. So choose to get comfortable with sales. Do whatever you have to do to get comfortable with sales and selling and talking about your value and sharing your expertise and sharing your solutions. Because if you don't, your business will die. There's no nice way to say that. Your business will die. And then you'll have to go work somewhere where you may enjoy it, but you may not enjoy it. You may hate it. You might have come from a job that you hated. You may still be working at a job right now that you hate. So take the sales thing seriously. So that's number one. Identify where your previous paying full clients or paying clients came from. Number two, the second thing you can do, look up your previous paying clients' email. So look in your email system. If you have a payment processor like Stripe, this applies for product-based businesses too. Look in your Shopify and look at your Stripe and go to the payment section and organize it based off of your highest paying clients, your clients that have spent the most amount of money. I did this with my client who owns a boutique a couple weeks ago on Zoom. Went into her system and said, let's organize this. I want to see who spends the most amount of money with you. Who has spent the most amount of money with you? It doesn't have to be one order. It could be over the life of 2 orders, 3 orders, 4 orders. Shopify will tell you how many orders. Stripe will tell you how many orders they've had. Okay? PayPal will tell you how many orders they've had. But you need to go and look at your highest paying client, the ones who have spent the most amount of money with you, not necessarily high end. They might have bought a whole bunch of low ticket stuff, right? But they spent the most amount of money. You want to then look at that person's email and you want to go to your email system and look at what lead magnets or opt-in forms they came through. Bet y'all never thought about this before. What lead magnets or opt-in forms did those people come through? Because that's a part of the experience. And you need to know what about your brand, what about your systems is attracting buyers, not necessarily high ticket, but buyers. And it doesn't matter if they're high ticket buyers or not right now, because buyers who spend a lot of money are high ticket buyers. Hold on. Can y'all hear me now? Buyers who spend a lot of money are high ticket buyers. So if somebody comes to my website and they buy 4 $50 ebooks and the average amount of items in someone's cart, doing it again. And the average amount in someone's cart is like 2 items, but they've got 4 items in their cart, that's a high ticket buyer. You just haven't offered them anything that they're willing to buy yet. So people who shop a lot are also high ticket buyers. They're either high ticket buyers who haven't bought high ticket from you yet, and they may be buying it somewhere else, or they're transitioning into becoming a high ticket buyer. So for example, people who shop at Gucci are not just shopping at Gucci, right? Like the same person who's shopping at Gucci buying a $3,000 purse is also going to the grocery store 3 times a week. They're also going to TJ Maxx twice a week. They're also buying stuff on Amazon 4 or 5 times a week. The frequency of purchases and the amount of purchases goes hand in hand. It's the same psychology. It's the same buyer psychology. So y'all who be buying off Amazon 5, 6, 7 times a month, you probably have some luxury item in your house somewhere. You have something in your house that's a high ticket item, whether it's a luxury purse or a luxury pair of heels or a luxury shoe. Maybe it's a luxury pair of sunglasses. Maybe it's a TV that costs $1,500 or $2,000. Something in your house is probably high ticket if you are a frequent shopper. Okay? So you need to identify who are your frequent shoppers, who are your people who spend a lot of money, and then you need to look at their email, and you need to go to your email system and search their email and see what lead magnet they downloaded. How do they get into your system? Because you need to be utilizing that lead magnet more often to attract more of that person. So if I look in my system and I see my top purchaser, I think my top purchaser has spent a little over $10,000 with me in the last, well, I think that's for all time. Well, let's look and see. So I'm gonna go to my Stripe and let's see. The Stripe account that I have now is a little bit over 10,000. So I can look at her email and I can say, okay, I'm gonna take her email, go to my email system. Oh, I can't do that on my phone. You got to do it on my computer. But go to your email system. And if I go to my email system and say, oh, she went to my webinar about how to create a high ticket offer, I know that email, that lead magnet attracts buyers. What you're going to find, and that you probably didn't notice because there's just so much stuff going on in your business and you're having to do 50 people's jobs. What you're going to notice is that a lot of your frequent shoppers and a lot of your high ticket buyers all came from the same lead magnet. And that is the lead magnet that you need to be promoting the most. And you need to go hard promoting that lead magnet because you know it attracts buyers. Now you have proof that that lead magnet attracts buyers. Some of y'all got dead lead magnets, meaning nobody's downloading it. The conversion rate on the landing page for the lead magnet is less than 20%, less than 15%. If you have a lead magnet on a landing page right now and the conversion rate is less than 15%, and over 100 people have viewed that landing page, that is a dead lead magnet. It's no good. It's not going to get any leads into your system. There's no point, honestly, there's no point in you spending all this time and energy learning systems and no one's in your system. Like no one's joining your email list. No one's getting into your funnels. Y'all got empty funnels with cobwebs in it because you keep promoting dead lead magnets because you think someone needs it, someone needs it, someone needs this. I'm going to promote this lead magnet. They're like, no, let it go. If 100 people have been to that page and less than 15% conversion rate on your lead magnet page, kill it. If you have less than 100 people who have gone to that page, you cannot deem whether that's a good lead magnet or not. You need more traffic. I see more and more people this year dealing with traffic issues because every time the algorithm changes, doesn't matter if it's on Instagram or TikTok or YouTube or whatever, every single time the algorithm changes, it's in and out. Hold on. Every single time the algorithm changes, this sound is horrible. It's always horrible. I don't know if it's my phone or what. But every single time the algorithm changes, your traffic changes. So we use Instagram and all the social media platforms as traffic drivers, meaning we use those to attract people and then we tell those people where to go. We're normally telling them to go download our lead magnet or go to our website or whatever, right? We're telling them to go somewhere. So if you want to get more traffic, you're going to have to do a little bit more. It's kind of just where the algorithm is. You need to have at least 100 views a week on your landing page. That's what you're going for, at least 100 views a week on your landing page. So for some of y'all, that means I'm going to have to take some of the links out of my bio because there's too much competition for people to click on. So that's number 2. The third thing, you want to look up the Zoom meetings that you've had with your previous high-paying clients or your previous paying clients and identify the most often used keywords between your meetings and look at how they describe the issues that they're having. Now, this really only applies if you're coaching or consulting, whether it's one-on-one coaching or group coaching or whatever, or teaching. If you've taught a class, this only applies to that, okay? So if you sell e-com, this one's not gonna work for you. E-com, you need to lean into your analytics and go look at who your top purchasers are and the things that they're buying. And you need to center your brand around offering more of what your most active buyers and most engaged buyers are looking at and purchasing. It's straight up. Like when you got products, it's a straight up game. The only hard thing about a product-based business is consistently creating content and your profit margins, like making enough money to go buy more products and keeping the gap in between how much it costs to run the business and how much you're making. Like that's the hard part about e-commerce. So this part's not going to work for you. But coaches, you need to go back and look at your transcripts. Every single person that you've talked to that either purchased a high ticket offer previously or has made more than one purchase with you, go back to your Zoom recordings, download those Zoom recordings and get them transcribed and look at the transcription. You need to start identifying what keywords people are using over and over again and how they're describing their problems. And you need to use that to develop your messaging, okay? Use that to hone in on your messaging. You need to start using whatever words they're using. You need to start using those words on your sales pages. You need to start using those words on your landing pages and your emails. It's fine-tuning your messaging. Even your discovery calls. Your discovery calls for people who are a good fit, whether they signed on or not. Go and look and listen or transcribe it and read through and see what are these people saying over and over again that I need to be paying attention to. I need to be using these same words in the same language. It's a part of your messaging. And last but not least, number 4, you need to set up a Facebook ad to run to the lead magnet that you identify. So the lead magnet you identify as a lead magnet that attracts buyers, that is your key lead magnet, okay? You may have others, but this is your key lead magnet. You need to set up a Facebook ad to run to that lead magnet and make that a part of your budget. It needs to be a nonstop ad that runs to that lead magnet every single day. Because we know that that lead magnet, we already know from looking at the data, that lead magnet attracts buyers. So we need to get more traffic to that page. Most of your content needs to be directing people to that page. If you're not on TikTok, you need to get on TikTok. TikTok is one of the strongest lead drivers right now because their algorithm is not fully developed and because they have not really developed their ads part of their platform. They're giving a lot of exposure to accounts of all different sizes. So if you're having a traffic problem right now, hey, I need more traffic to my website. I need more traffic to my landing page views. I need more people signing up for my webinars. I need more people joining my email list. You need to be prioritizing TikTok as a part of your strategy. And I know that sounds backwards because I'm on Instagram Live and I'm on YouTube Live right now. But guess what, baby? If I had 1,000 followers, I'd be on TikTok Live right now. I would be on TikTok Live right now if I had 1,000 followers. I don't. I have like 997. I'm like right there. So y'all go follow me on TikTok because I will start going live on TikTok because it's a lot easier to get more views. So whether I like the platform or not has nothing to do with it. I like helping people. And if I like helping people and I want to do that with more people, then I need to do what I need to do to get in front of people who need my help. So if that means getting on TikTok, it don't have nothing to do with what age I am, if I'm dancing, if I'm not dancing. Do it. When we have jobs, we do things all the time that we don't like. We get sick, we still show up. Do it for yourself. Don't ever treat a 9 to 5 better than you treat your own business and your own dreams. Don't ever give a 9 to 5 more respect than you give your own business and your own dreams. If nothing else, at least treat them equally. I'm not saying treat your job like crap, but at least treat them equally. We're talking about your business, your dream, your vision that God gave you. Show up in your business the same way you show up for work, whether you're sick or not, whether something's wrong at home or it's not, whether you got PTO or you don't. Come on now. So if you're having a traffic problem, the quickest way to fix it is to get on TikTok. Let's just be honest. It's quick. The next quickest way to fix a traffic problem is live streaming. Because if you're not getting a lot of traffic, you live stream for 20 minutes. You may have 10 people get on live. Those people can go straight to your website, or those people may go straight and make a purchase. They will slide in your DMs and make a purchase. So TikTok's number 1. Live is number 2. Third quickest way to fix a traffic problem. Man, this is turning into a whole nother live session. But I'm just thinking the third quickest way that I would fix a traffic problem is Reels. I would then post a Reel because a Reel is going to get traffic too. So I'd go post on TikTok. Then I'd go live on as many platforms as I can. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok. Then I would go do a Reel because I know that's going to get some traffic. Then I would send an email out to my list. That'll boost your traffic. Then I would go to my past clients and say, hey, we're running a special on referrals. If you've made a purchase before and you refer someone, you can get a 10% commission. That's what I would do if I had a traffic problem. Because one of those 5 strategies is going to immediately start getting more people to your website and it's going to get you a purchase. But for high ticket, it's a long game. You have to first create the offer, make sure the messaging is aligned, market the offer. Then once you get someone to purchase or get someone to enroll, then you recreate your ideal client based off of that person. You fine tune your messaging and you start using these 4 strategies I just gave you guys. And it's a whole plan right there that can carry you through the rest of the year. It make you another what, $10,000, $15,000, just about. Because I teach a framework inside of my program, Systems and Sales Academy, which, by the way, the doors are open. Shameless plug. I decided to open up Systems and Sales Academy one more time. I ran the last cohort around this time last year, and then I took a break. And then I said, I'm going to run a mindset program. And I said, you know what? I'm going to run both of them together at the same time. So Systems and Sales Academy is open for enrollment. It's not linked in my bio yet, but it's open for enrollment. So if you're interested in enrolling, you can DM me the word Academy. And I'll send you the link to enroll. But in Systems and Sales Academy, we go through messaging, offer creation, building yourself a funnel, see if I can pull it up. But we go through messaging, creating your offer. If you already have an offer, I'm still going to make you go through messaging because everybody needs to fine tune their messaging. Messaging never ends. Like, I still fine tune my messaging every single day. And I get people every week. I get at least 1 or 2 people every week that are high ticket buyers that come through my DMs and make a high ticket purchase without ever getting on a sales call with me. The only way I'm able to do that is because of my messaging. Because, like, seriously, you gonna slide in somebody's DM and then pay them over $1,000 or something? It's messaging. And it's trust, and it's building that rapport. So we go through messaging, offer creation. Coach D's been inside of Systems and Sales Academy before. She came through Systems and Sales Academy last year. We talk about storytelling, which is really important for communication. We talk about sales pages, creating your sales pages, how to do applications, because I recommend doing an application. If you have a high ticket offer, I recommend doing an application because you need to make sure that the person is the right person, because you don't want somebody to spend $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever, however much your offer is. You don't want them to spend that much money and then it's not the right offer for them. Then you have to give them a refund. Because giving someone a small refund is one thing. Giving someone $1,000 refund is painful. So you want to make sure that that's the right person and that it's actually what they need. So an application helps you do that. So you can make sure it's the right person for you and you're the right person for them. So we talk about applications. We talk about, what else did we talk about? Landing pages, sales pages. And I'm adding some things this cohort that were not there before. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all. It's a 12-week program. We start November 1st. I don't care if it's 3 people. I don't care if it's 10 people. We start November 1st. Hey, if it's 3 of y'all, it's gonna be the best, because I didn't give myself a lot of time to promote. So if it's only 3 of y'all, it's gonna be the best group coaching experience you ever had, because it's only gonna be 3 of y'all. So that means the accountability is gonna be higher. I'm gonna be like, hey, did you do what you said you were gonna do? Hey, did you finish that? Because I can be on y'all when it's only 3 of y'all. So it may be a small group because I didn't have a lot of time to promote. But I think I clicked to the wrong page. Here we go. Messaging, storytelling, building automated funnels, increasing your brand visibility. That was the one I was missing. And sales strategies. So it's helping you put together an automated sales system. So I have a lead magnet that attracts people into my email marketing system. People go through a funnel. They watch classes of mine. They read my blog posts. And then they get sales emails that say, hey, join this program, buy this product, And then once they buy, they become a buyer. They go into a different side of my email list and they get different emails. But all of that happens automatically. Your whole goal with utilizing social media is to attract as many people as possible, increasing your brand visibility, getting in front of as many of the right people as possible, and then getting them into your system so you can separate the lookers from the buyers. That way, when you go and do a launch, like how I'm doing a launch right now out of like nowhere, I decided last week I'm going to relaunch this program. I already had a list of over 100 people who had already been to the sales page, and half of them have already made a purchase before. And I said, hey, I'm reopening this program. This is your chance to enroll before I reopen to the public. So not only did I have a list of over 100 people that were buyers and had already been to that sales page last year when it was open, they went to the sales page last year. I know those people are specific. I got thousands of people on my email list, but they're not all interested in Systems and Sales Academy. But my systems let me know who is interested, right? Anything I've sold over the last year that you guys clicked on and went to the sales page and or bought that has to do with high ticket program, high ticket coaching, I have a bundle on high ticket marketing that I've sold. Those are all the people that got the email that said, hey, this is in pre-launch. This is your chance to enroll. We start November 1st. So if you've ever had a launch, this is for you. If you've ever had a launch before and your launch failed, it's because your systems weren't set up in place. When you launch, you need to already have people on your email list. Whether that means having a wait list, which I think we covered in here. I think there's a video in here on waitlisting, but if not, I'll add it because I have one. But you either need to have a wait list of at least 50 people before you launch. You need to have a wait list of at least 50 people, or you need to have an email list with at least 50 people on it, and those 50 people need to be buyers. Otherwise, the likelihood that you're going to launch and the launch is going to fail or the launch is not going to make any money is like increased a lot. Sometimes I'm a risk taker, but when it comes to launches, I don't like to take a whole bunch of risks. I want to make sure that when I'm taking the time to put together a program, plan out my curriculum, which is in here, mapping out your curriculum is inside of Systems and Sales Academy. I want to make sure that when I'm going through that process, that I'm actually going to get a return on my time investment. Because it sucks to really care about a program and to really want to help people and spend all this time putting it together and then no one buys it. It's horrible. It feels bad. Ask me how I know. I've had lunches before they were like that. Right? Transform my finances. Said I learned this the hard way. Listen, it hurts. And it hurts because you care. Like you care about people and you want people to get results. So in order to avoid that feeling, you have to make sure you have systems in place. Do I have a lead magnet that's attracting the right type of leads? Are people opening my emails? Are people reading my emails and clicking my emails? Are people going to my website? Is my traffic increased? Are people sliding in my DMs and saying, hey, I'm interested in what you were talking about online? Like that's how you know, okay, this is not going to be a zero launch. And y'all see how I said, I disconnected myself. I said, I don't care if it's 3 of y'all. I'm still going to show up, right? That's cool. So it's open. All the curriculum is there. It's 12 weeks. DM me the Word Academy. I will send you the link to the page to enroll. There's video reviews on there. There's written reviews. This program is the program I've had that has brought the best results, and that's why I ran it 4 times. Yeah, for sure, 100%. I've ran it 4 times because people get such great results. I've had multiple people, and you'll see when you go to the landing page for the program, there's the screenshots and stuff there. I've had multiple people come in and say, I just had a $3,000 day. I made my money back the first week. I had a $12,000 month. I just had a $1,000 day. I had someone who had a $1,000 day, and it was from someone who was already watching her content. It wasn't anybody new. The girl was always watching her content. When she changed her messaging, that's what made the person make the purchase. So your next client is already watching you. Y'all realize that? Your next high ticket client is already watching you. They're already following you on social media. If you have an email list, they're probably already on your email list. It's the messaging. It's the messaging. It's the way you show up. And it might even be your offer. Like, is your offer positioned correctly? So a lot of people who have went through this program have gotten really great results. And not just monetary, right? Because there's more ways to measure a win than just monetary. I've had some people who went through the program that didn't make their money back, but light bulbs went off. And they were like, that's what I needed. That was the piece that I was missing. I had someone come through. I think she eventually made her money back over time, but while she was in, she didn't make her money back. But she was like, you don't understand how great it feels to be able to put together my own sales funnel in a weekend. Like, I don't have to find somebody to outsource to. I don't have to rely on somebody else to do this for me. If I wake up one morning and decide I have a new offer and I need a sales funnel for it, I can create that entire thing by myself. And that was her win. Her win was being able to create an entire sales funnel without the help of somebody else. That's a big win if you ask me, because did she make her money back while she was in? No, but she saved herself a lot of money because funnels are expensive. So being able to build a sales funnel yourself, being able to do your email marketing yourself if you need to, being able to make edits to your sales pages and landing pages if you need to, that can save you a lot of money. Yesterday I spent $80 getting a book cover done. If I knew how to do a really good book cover on Canva, I could have saved myself $80. Now that was just $80, but I'm talking about big stuff. Funnel's gonna cost you at least $1,000. At least $1,000. A funnel's gonna cost you. Like, you'd be lucky if you could find a funnel for less than $1,000. And then who knows if the person actually knows what they're doing or not. Sales pages right now, y'all know how much sales pages go for? I looked maybe a month ago at outsourcing a sales page. It was like $750 just for the sales page. You still have to write the copy. By the way, inside of Systems and Sales Academy, you get my sales page copywriting cheat sheet. It helps you write your sales page in under an hour. And now you can use AI if you want to, but I was teaching that without AI. So you can do it in an hour without AI. With AI, it can go a lot faster. So it gives you all the strategy. What I have added in to Systems and Sales Academy is mindset. There was a little bit, but there wasn't a lot. I've added in mindset. So if you deal with perfectionism or imposter syndrome and self-doubt, there's classes on that inside of it as well. There's classes in there as well. So we meet weekly. You go through at your own pace, but we meet weekly for open Q&A, hot seat coaching, live support. So you're still going to see me every single week, but you can go through at your own pace. And I do it that way because you may be in a high area of need, right? Like if you know, okay, Black Friday is coming up next month, I don't have nothing planned. I might need to sit down this weekend and go through modules 1, 2, and 3. I don't want you to have to wait on me to do that. You can go through modules 1, 2, and 3. You can text questions through the portal. You can text questions through, we use Voxer. So you can go through as fast as you want. You can enroll today and be on module 3 this afternoon and be asking questions about module 3. You can go out of order if you need to go out of order, right? Or if you want to just start from the beginning, you can just start from the beginning because I put it in a specific order. But if you have some of these things already, you might want to go out of order. It's up to you. You can decide what works best for you. But you still get weekly live coaching with me. So weekly live coaching for 12 weeks, access to the curriculum for a full year. Unlimited sales page audits, unlimited landing page audits, unlimited social media page audits. Meaning, hey, can you check my sales page? Yep, here's what I suggest you do to make changes. Hey, can you check my sales page again? Yep, it doesn't matter if you ask me to check your sales page 7 times, I'm gonna check it 7 times. Sales pages, landing pages, website copy. Hey, I outsourced this to a graphic designer. This is what they gave me back. What do you think? Unlimited. Because I need you to get as much done and executed as you possibly can in that 12 weeks. You should be able to launch at least one time, if not twice, during that 12 weeks. You also get my marketing plan. I have a 4-week launch marketing plan. That's why I said it might be 3 of us because I sped this process up a lot. I gave myself 10 days to relaunch this because all the curriculum and stuff is done. But I have a 4-week marketing plan that I use that you also get access to. When do I talk about my lead magnet? How long do I talk about it? When do I release the wait list? When do I start the countdown? When do I open my doors? When do I close my doors? How do I set my revenue goals? What about pricing? How do I choose the right price? There's pricing strategy in there. There's a whole week on pricing your programs and services. So Systems and Sales Academy is open for enrollment. DM the word Academy if you're ready to get started. We officially start our coaching sessions on November 1st. That is a Wednesday, I believe. Let me make sure. Yep. Next Wednesday. So Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when our live sessions are. And I put them at night so that if you work a 9 to 5, you can still come. So 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, each Wednesday is our live coaching sessions. That's when you can come and ask questions, whether it's mindset or strategy or tech related. I can share my screen. That's when you get that open help. But as soon as you enroll, you get access to the curriculum. And you retain access for an entire year. So anything that gets updated within the year that you have access, you automatically get access to the new stuff too. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go because it's about to be 11 a.m. Goodness gracious. Okay. I got client work I gotta do. But I will see y'all later. DM me the word Academy if you're interested. Just direct message it to me on Instagram. If you want to watch the replay of this video, make sure you go to my YouTube channel, click the link in my bio, and click, it says free mini trainings on YouTube because there's some other videos that I dropped over the last couple weeks as well. Okay. So make sure you DM me the word Academy. Okay. Oh, I see a cost question. Cost $3,500. It's 3,500. There's payment plans. There's a payment plan that allows you to split it over 12 months. So you can get in for $299, I think is what it breaks down to. I just had it pulled up. Yeah. So it's 3,500 paying full, 2 payments of 1,750, or you can go on monthly and do $299 a month. $299 a month. All right. BNB The Word Academy. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.